Al-Idrisi, Muslim intellectual creator of the globe. Al-Idrisi was a Muslim intellectual in geography who came from Spain. He has a famous book entitled Nuzhat al-Mushtaq fi Iqtiraq al-Afat. This book is an encyclopedia work that contains a detailed description of the world map, and is equipped with information about several countries in Europe. This work was translated into Latin with the title Geographia Nubiensis. His full name is Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Abdullah ibn Idris ash-Sharif al-Hamudi al-Hazani al-Idrisi, or commonly known as Al-Idrisi. He was born in the city of Ceuta, Spain around 1100 AD. Western intellectuals call him a Muslim intellectual with a distinctive designation. Al-Idrisi is known as Idrisi. This also happened to several Muslim intellectuals such as Ibn Sina as Avicenna, Ibn Bajjah as Avompes, Ibn Thufail as Abu Basir, and Ibn Rushd as Averroes. Al-Idrisi is known to Western intellectuals as a scientist who was well versed in geography, and is considered the scientist who created a new version of the map. Al-Idrisi was also known as an intellectual who was adept at measuring longitude and latitude using only a drawing board. In modern times, Al-Idrisi's invention is a kind of world map, so that Al-Idrisi's findings by modern scholars are called the globe. The work of Al-Idrisi is known as Lawh al-Tarsim, like a scientist in general. In making a geographical globe, Al-Idrisi often traveled to various places, such as Asia and Africa, to collect geographical data. His first trip, made when he was 16 years old, explored Anatolia and Greece. Then he continued to France, until he crossed over to explore England. In fact, in other literature, Al-Idrisi had traveled to Portugal and several other European countries. Of course, what Al-Idrisi did was quite different from the traveling of modern people today, who only do geographical research. Al-Idrisi traveled to several countries in Europe in order to develop science, and collect data and match it with the knowledge he read. In addition, Al-Idrisi also combined all the data he had with the results of years of research, so that he could be very detailed in making a work that could present the most complete data on each region from various parts of the world. His research at that time was also supported by several navigation experts, and invited the military to cooperate. Al-Idrisi's other works on geography are Kitab al-Rajari, or Roger's Book in English, and Opus Geographium in Latin. Al-Idrisi wrote this work as a tribute to King Roger II of Sicily. This work contains a guide to reading the globe, which was considered the most careful and thorough throughout the Middle Ages. It is known from some literature that Al-Idrisi's map-making skills reached the ears of King Roger II, where the king made a high offer for Al-Idrisi to make a new, interesting, and unique map of the world, and different from maps made by European geographers. After considering this offer, Al-Idrisi finally agreed on the condition that he could include the Islamic history of the Sicilian region before it was controlled by King Roger, as an Islamic territory. When making the map ordered by King Roger, Al-Idrisi recollected the records of previous scholars, and studied them carefully. Al-Idrisi also conducted direct interviews with sailors who had explored the Mediterranean. and Atlantic regions and rejected sailors' inaccurate and unconvincing information. From these intellectual works, Al-Idrisi succeeded in making a globe made of silver weighing 400 ounces. This globe was completed in detail and very carefully related to geographical issues such as lakes, rivers, cities, land and mountains. In addition, Al-Idrisi in his map gave certain marks in distinguishing the type of land structure, distance, length and altitude accurately. In this work, Al-Idrisi also provides information about islands that are very far and remote, and provides information about the Atlantic Ocean, which he calls the darkest sea. Thus, users can easily understand his map. Nuzhat al-Mushtaq fi Iktiraq al-Afat is a work that explains the map of Asia, Europe, Africa and other countries. The book also describes the people and their culture. This work also discusses the weather conditions of various countries. It even explains in great detail about the Nile River in Africa. For Al-Idrisi, the Nile is a combination of the Senegal and Niger rivers that flow from Central Africa to the Atlantic Sea. For approximately 300 years, Al-Idrisi's globe was used by Western explorers to explore the world. During that time, almost all of Al-Idrisi's works have been translated into various language versions such as Spanish, German, French and Italian. Thanks to Al-Idrisi's globe, it became the main guideline in making the next world map. Thanks to this globe, European nations were able to travel and colonize various regions of almost the entire world. In the end, what Al-Idrisi did was simply an attempt to apply the concept of knowledge without any loopholes to deviate from the truth of science. Thank you for watching.